The Dumka choir at St. George's Ukrainian Catholic Church has been sharing its voice with New York City for the past 70 years. But since the invasion, choir members have been doing more than just singing. They're sending a message.
That's our duty here, because not all of us are able to go and fight. So we have to spread the message the way we can. And we did that through a song.
Solomia Kozy, the youngest member of Dumka, was born and raised in Ukraine. She moved to New York 7 years ago with her parents and 2 sisters. Feeling lost in the Big Apple, they knew exactly where to go to find their community, St. George's Ukrainian Catholic Church.
To be honest, when I first walked in the church, I felt like, yes, this is it. This one feels like home.
But like many parishioners at St. George's, the majority of her family and friends are still in Ukraine. Although some have fled to Poland, most are sticking to their roots, hopping from city to city and taking refuge in bomb shelters.
When they are in the bomb shelters, we can't reach them. So my mom, she counts like a specific time where we can call them.
So far, 10 million people have fled their homes in Ukraine, according to the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees. That's about a quarter of the population. 3.6 million have left for neighboring countries, but an estimated 6.5 million have been displaced and are still inside the war-torn country. But for Solomia and the rest of the Dumka choir, staying hopeful is all they have.
It's not a time to cry, because that's not going to do anything. You're just killing your own spirit. And when you go out, when you talk, you empower yourself, you empower other people, and you can talk about it, and you're sending love to the people in Ukraine.
Last month, the choir got the opportunity of a lifetime. Just hours before the show went live, an SNL producer reached out, asking Dumka to give a last-minute performance for an audience of millions.
Ukrainian chorus Dumka of New York.
Couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. Is this the SNL? Is it for real?
But for Dumka members, their most important listeners were their friends and family back in Ukraine.
Believe me, it's changed our life.
The video went viral and put the church on everyone's radar. Now, the choir is in high demand. Last week, they trekked to a New Jersey high school for a fundraiser. And back at the church, donations are pouring in.
People just came, they opened their hearts, and with a lot of love, they came and donated everything.
Amelia Bornese, president of a Greek Orthodox church in Queens, is one of the many people orchestrating donations to St. George's. Now, piles of clothes, food, and hygiene products fill the halls as parishioners work to box them up and send them to Ukraine. In fact, St. George's has received so many donations that they are now only asking for food and medicine. For St. George's and for Dumka, the wave of support is deeply moving as they continue to raise awareness and their voices.
I would have never thought that the whole world would be blue and yellow. I would have never thought that I'd see someone of a completely different nationality, completely different lifestyle, wearing my flag. And it's just so, it makes me cry every single time when I see it.
Grace Conley, CGS News.